Okay, you guys, we are recording. All right, welcome back to Good Call, the only podcast where the chaos is seasonal, but the faith is constant. Today's episode is called New Year, Same Me, but maybe just a little less unhinged. I'm not doing a rebrand, just more of like a firmware update. So here's the deal. Every year, December rolls around and suddenly everyone is like, New Year, new me. And I'm over here like, New Year, same me, but maybe I'll stop saying yes to things that drain me. Maybe I'll actually stretch before workouts, and maybe I'll stop dating men who treat communication like it's optional. Or maybe even take a chance on dating because I can be emotionally unavailable, I will admit. That is very true. But because I work in sports, the year always feels like a season recap. Injuries, trades, wins, losses, and a few questionable coaching decisions from me personally. So let's talk about what I learned this year. First and foremost, faith over fear, but sometimes fear was loud. I learned that God can be working even when I feel benched. This year really had me in my practice squad era emotionally, but he was still coaching. When I prayed for patience and peace, God gave me chance after chance after chance to work on it. He put me in situations that were not peaceful, tested my patience, and at the end of the day, that is the only way that you're going to learn is by practicing. Number 2, people show you who they really are. Believe them. This applies to dating and sports franchises. When a man shows you that he can't plan a date, that's the same energy as a team that cannot convert on third down. It's a trend, not a fluke. If your friend or your coworker or even a family member, whoever, says they're going to do something and they don't, trust their actions above their words. Number 3, rest is a discipline. I have learned time after time that you cannot pour from an empty cup or an empty C4 or whatever energy drink brand chooses to sponsor me next. All right, so things that I'm leaving behind in 2025. Number 1, over-explaining myself. If you don't get me, that's okay. God does. My mom and dad does. My friend group chat does. And even if they don't, I still have God, and honestly, that is enough. And that's all that matters. Number 2, comparison, especially online. Comparing myself to people who have a 27-step skincare routine and a soft life budget. No, comparison steals joy faster than the Cowboys lose in the playoffs. Number 3, forcing connections in friendships, dating, work. If I am begging for it to make sense, it doesn't. And in sports terms, we are not running that play anymore. Number 4, being too busy to hear from God. I want margin this year, peace, space. I want to hear God before I hear my intrusive thoughts, and boy, can those be loud. Before running to my friends or some other human being, the only opinion that really matters at the end of the day to me is God's and what he has to say about it. Things I'm bringing into 2026. Saying yes to alignment. If it aligns with my faith, my purpose, my peace, I'm in. If it aligns with chaos and emotional damage, I am out like the Jets in October. Number 2, taking care of my body. A better sleep schedule, more water, maintenance like massages, deep tissue work, and actually warming up before a workout instead of pretending like I'm 19 years old. And as a personal trainer, yes, I know better. Do not judge me. I'm working on it. Number 3, intentional content creation. Being myself is the brand. Being unhinged but lovable. I want my content to be funny, faith-rooted, sports-driven, and exactly who I am, a Midwestern girly trying to survive in New Jersey and not lose my morals or my mind in the process, which is very easy to do when you live around a ton of people and everything is chaotic. Number 4, saying no without a paragraph. No. That's it. That's the message. So, here are some of my chaotic resolutions of the year, and this is the fun part, my I'm being serious resolutions. Stop agreeing to talk or hang out with men who ignore red flags while wearing them. Read the Bible before hopping on social media. Do mobility once a week instead of once per injury. Stop trying to control everything and then panicking when it doesn't work. Take 10 minutes to breathe and pray before crashing out and making a decision I will regret later. Stop acting shocked when my sports teams lose. That one's an easy one. Stop trying to make everyone happy to avoid conflict. Give God the wheel and stop grabbing it back mid-turn. Be less chaotic, but like in a cute way. So on a serious note, I am grateful for how God has brought me through this year. Even in the hardest moments, I saw his hand on my life. So New Year, same me, but more faith, more peace, more joy, and way more alignment. I would be remiss if I didn't share my good and bad call of the year. So let's start with the bad. I got very complacent this year in my work, and instead of doing something about it, I chose to settle. It brought me a lot of anger, a lot of resentment, and at the end of the day, it was my choice to do something about it. And if you do not take accountability for your actions, you will never grow. You will hold on to this horrible energy that will not serve you, but it will destroy you at the end of the day. So my good call was choosing to trust in God, that he has my best interest in mind with every aspect of my life, living by his commands and what the Bible says will give us a happy and fruitful life. It's not to make our life boring, rather it's for our own good, and pursuing the things of this world is never going to satisfy or fulfill you like he will. Next year's affirmation for me is, you are not behind, God's not late, and next year is going to make sense in ways that this year didn't. So give yourself some grace to grow into it. Give God the steering wheel. You guys, thank you so much for rocking with Good Call. I love y'all. I hope your 2026 is full of peace, purpose, and maybe just a little less chaos. If it's not aligned, it is declined. I will see y'all next episode.